As you get older, your self-respect increases. But if you're not careful, something strange can happen. The older you get, the less other people start respecting you. So what's the no? One reason that happens? And how can you fix it? Well, let's start with the surprising truth. It's not your age. Society loves to put people in boxes based on their age. If you're over 30, you're too old for this. If you're under 40, you haven't experienced enough yet. If you're over 60, you're out of touch. But the reality is, there's no expiration date on who you are or what you can accomplish. The truth is, you're only as old as you feel. So don't buy into the hype. So why do people suddenly stop respecting you when you get older? Well, it comes down to one simple thing. When you get older, you start to care less about what people think of you. And that might sound like a good thing, but it's actually quite the opposite. Because deep down, we all desperately want to be seen, heard, valued, and respected by others. We need that connection. And that desire doesn't go away when you get older. In fact, it becomes even more important as time goes on. In fact, there are two groups of people who tend to care less about what others think. Neither of them come from a place of confidence. The first group is the bitter old man or woman who's given up on life. They don't care what people think of them because they've already made up their mind about themselves. They've stopped trying and they've stopped hoping. That's not what we're talking about here. You're probably familiar with this type of person. They're the ones who complain about everything and have a negative attitude towards everyone. The second group is the narcissist. They don't care what other people think of them because they're too busy trying to build themselves up. They brag about everything they own and talk down to anyone they see as beneath them. But again, that's not what we're talking about here either. The truth is, when you truly have confidence and self-respect, you don't have to try so hard to convince others of your worth. You do and fear other people's opinions because you already have a good grasp on who you are. You know your strengths and weaknesses. You know what you stand for. You know how you want to be treated. So when someone tries to push your buttons or challenge your beliefs, you're not afraid to speak up and defend yourself. And that takes confidence. It's not something that happens by accident. It means taking responsibility for your actions and being accountable for your mistakes. It means setting healthy boundaries and not letting other people walk all over you. It means standing up for what you believe in, even if it's not popular. It means being willing to learn from your mistakes and grow as a person. But most importantly, it means having the courage to be yourself, even if other people don't understand or agree with you. So now that we've covered why people stop respecting you as you get older and what you can do to fix it, let me share with you 4 proven ways that you can build respect and influence with other people at any age. No. 1. Give people more than they expect. Now this might sound like a simple concept, but it's one that most people forget as they get older. As we get older, we become more jaded and cynical. We start to think that everyone is out to get us, and that the world is just a big game of dog eat dog. But the reality is that the world is full of good people who just want to be treated with kindness and respect. One of the best ways to build respect with other people is to simply treat them the way you want to be treated. This doesn't mean you should be a doormat and let people walk all over you. It just means that you should be kind and respectful to others, even if they're not being kind or respectful to you. This will show them that you're a person of integrity, and that you're not just in it for yourself. Number 2, let your work speak for itself. Actions speak louder than words. Everyone wants to be around people who keep their word and follow through on their promises. The best way to build respect with other people is to simply let your work speak for itself. When you do this, you'll be known as someone who can be relied upon to get things done. It also shows that you're not full of hot air and that you're not just blowing smoke. People will see that you're a person of action and that you're not just talking the talk. You're walking the walk. No. 3, become an expert at something. Now, this might seem like a no-brainer, but it's something that most people forget as they get older. As we get older, we become more comfortable with our routines, and we start to think that we know everything. But the reality is that there's always something new to learn. Becoming an expert at something doesn't necessarily mean you have to go back to school or spend years in training. It can be something as simple as reading books on a subject that interests you or listening to podcasts while you commute to work. By becoming an expert at something, you'll be able to add value to the people around you. That's one of the best ways to build respect. People will see that you have something unique to offer and that you're not just another average Joe. They'll know that you have knowledge and experience that they can't easily get elsewhere. That alone will command respect. No, for learn how to say no. One of the biggest mistakes you can make if you want to build respect with other people is to say yes to everything. When you say yes to everything, you send the message that you're desperate for other people's approval. It also shows that you're not confident in your own abilities and that you need other people to validate you. Instead, you need to learn how to say no without feeling guilty. You need to learn how to set boundaries and stick to them. When you do this, people will see that you're confident in who you are and that you don't need their approval to feel good about yourself. They also see that you're not afraid to stand up for yourself and that you're willing to walk away from things that do unserve you. Now, before we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. The truth is, you don't need other people to respect you. You only need to respect yourself. That being said, it's still natural human instinct to want to be accepted and valued by others. And that's why the tips above can be so helpful. By following these tips, you'll be able to build respect and influence with other people. But more importantly, you'll be able to build respect and influence with yourself. And that's what truly matters in the end. So my question for you is, what's the one thing you're going to do starting today to build more respect and influence with the people around you? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you've got some value from this video, please hit the like button. And if you're new here, please subscribe. I'll see you next time.